Hey, everybody. How's it going? Happy Thursday. The NFL season is officially here because the Hall of Fame game is on tonight, which I didn't even realize until earlier today. Actually, I haven't even pulled up the chart for the game tonight, but I'm going to get that ready right now. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Bob, Skull, I love that. Yeah, it's too bad the Vikings aren't playing. But and I don't even know either if I'm gonna get to see my dude Case Keenum tonight because he's on the Texans. It's the Texans at the Bears, So we shall see. But everybody is really excited about it. And when I say everybody, I mean the people that are on ESPN right now. Yeah, the game starts at 7 Central Time. So I will see what the chart says, and I'll try to predict a winner, even though I haven't. It'll be like a live prediction because I haven't looked at the chart at all. So, hey, Jason, how you doing? Yeah, been a minute. Thanks for joining us. Good to have you be here. Very, very nice. I also feel like my screen over here is a lot smaller than it used to be. It's like, what's going on with that? But that's okay. So, yeah, Jason, how you doing? Okay. Also, the charts, I'm trying to use AstroSeek and it's not loading, so I'm gonna have to go to the Astro Dyniest and pull up the chart. But yeah, I'm actually just getting the chart ready right now because I was filming a video for my other channel. If anybody's interested, that my other channel is Tarot, Tarot, with Jade. I do tarot card readings over there, and then I do astrology over there as well. So I actually did a reading for Simone Biles. I'm hoping to have it posted later tonight. If not tonight, it's going to be tomorrow. So feel free to check that out. But that's kind of why I didn't have the chart ready, because I didn't even know about the game either tonight. And then I heard it on the radio. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to try to crunch everything in here. And they're playing in Chicago. So I am just entering the information right now. And I'm going to do it for 7 p.m. because that's what they got over here. So 7 p.m. it is. But how is everybody else doing? How's your week? What's going on? Tell me about it. There's tons of major injuries from the training camps. Yeah, that's a bummer, isn't it? And for the Vikings, Mekhi Blackman is out, and I really liked him a lot. I felt like he was a really like one to watch, like an up and comer. So that's just, it sucks. So I mean, hopefully there's no injuries tonight. But yeah, we shall see. Alrighty, trying to get this chart ready so I can pull it up here. I should have had it ready ahead of time, but I just ran out of time. It happens. So let me see here. And like I said too on the last stream, and if you weren't on, I do plan on doing the Planetary pregame for the Vikings games, hopefully some other NFL games too, and then I am planning on doing the live broadcasting, or like the play-by-play, my own play-by-play pretty much during the games. So hopefully everybody joins me for that. Alrighty, I think I got it ready now. That took a little too long, but wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, what? They're not playing in Chicago? Where are they playing? Well, good thing. Where the hell is Benton Hall? Good thing I said that. Where's Benton Hall? Where is that? What city is it in? Jason, can you tell me? I'll switch the city. Benton Hall Stadium. Let me look it up. Let's see. Where is it? Benson? You mean Benson, right? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. I cracked myself up. Okay, where is it at? Oh, it's in Ohio, Canton. Duh. Okay. I feel like I knew that. All right, let's change it. I feel like, are they in a different time zone? Yeah, I think they are. The timing is crucial. All right, am I not spelling Canton right? Oh, there it is. All right, very good. Thanks, Jason. I'm glad that you told me that. Otherwise, I would have been looking at the wrong chart. Yeah, and it did change the chart. So thank you. Thanks, Eric. All right, people, I can do it. I can get the right chart, I swear. All right. How you doing, Eric? Thank you for joining. All righty. So I'm going to pull up the chart here and take a peek at it. I'm going to share it too. So then let me see. I'm just going to do a live reading here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Benton Hall. Tom Benton. Should look up his astrology. In Canton. Canton. Alrighty. Here we go. All right, everybody. Finally. I seriously, Mercury retrograde is upon us, everybody. So it's when the communication breakdown can kind of happen because Mercury is our communication planet. So I'm blaming Mercury about to be retrograde on all of my issues. If you have any like sort of technical difficulties going on, you can blame Mercury if you want. But I mean, I like Mercury. Don't get me wrong. Very important planet. We need Mercury. Love Mercury. But with all the technical difficulties and stuff, I'm blaming the Mercury retrograde on it. So that's what I'm doing. I did hear that. So it's like, is Case Keenum gonna play? I'm seriously, that was like part of my draw for doing this was because of my dude Case Keenum. Does anybody have word if Case is gonna be playing tonight? Alrighty. I think I got this big enough. I might want to switch screens. You know, I'm just doing a whole bunch of switcheroo. Just switching around here. Switcheroo skis. All right. There we go. I think I like this better. Okay. Yes, I like this a little bit better. All right, peeps. Okay, well, here's another thing. Can anybody tell me in the chat? Can you tell me, Eric or Jason or anybody else watching, can you tell me who the home team is tonight and who's the away team? And you have rookie cornerback. I know. That is so sad. I talked about that the other day in my last stream. So yeah, that's really sad. That's too bad. So yeah, who's the home team and who's away? I'm just gonna look it up. Let's see. Okay, who is playing in the? Who is the? Gah. People? Anybody know? I need to know who the home team is and who the away team is. I thought it was in Chicago, so I was just like, well, obviously the Bears are their home team, so I'll just read the chart like that. Wrong. Is it going to tell us? Who are the NFL Hall of Fame 2024 inductees? Patrick Willis, Dwight Freeney. Oh, Devin Hester. Okay. Andre Johnson. Oh, Julius Peppers, too. Okay. Randy Gardeshire. Am I saying that right? I'm not familiar with Randy. Steve McMichael. All right. The 2024 NFL season kicks off on Thursday, September 5th, as the Baltimore Ravens go head-to-head with Kansas City on NBC and Peacock. Well, this is a buzzkill. Who's the home team and who's away? Does anybody know? What do you got, Jason? You think the Bears are away? I know. All right. I don't know. I was just going to say, I mean, we'll go with that. Let me see here. Come on, Google. Texas in the Hall of Fame. Okay, it's like, come on, just tell me. I don't think they're going to tell me. Which, it's like, come on. You know, there's people that are wanting to do predictions here. I mean, we can just go with Chicago as the home team. Actually, I can just read it as home and away. Since we don't know who technically is the home team and the away team. I mean, I can still read it. I just don't know which is which. So, what's up, Angel? We all have our wings now. Thanks for joining. Always like to hear from our favorite in Oregon. Peace and love. Hope everything's going well out there. Thank you. Always good to see you. All right. Well, since we don't have an official like home and away team, it's like, Jason, I don't want to not believe you that it's Chicago, but I'm not getting any clear answers here. Oh, okay, Jason, you're right. Woohoo! Yes, Jason, the Bears are the home team. Okay, cool. We finally got it official. Thank you, Pro Football HOF.com. Okay. Dante Foreman is injured from a neck injury from the training camp. Oh no, he got transported from via. Seriously, a lot of injuries. We can blame Mercury retrograde on that too. I mean, we can't blame everything on it, but all right, peeps. 15 minutes until game time. So I'm going to do Chicago as the home team. All right, we're doing the live prediction here because I have not looked at the chart other than right now. So 7 p.m., Canton, Ohio. Here we go. Thanks again, everybody, for the correction on that, on the city. Chicago's the home team, and the Texans are away. So since Chicago's the home team, they're going to be represented over here by Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn is the Bears' planet for tonight. Saturn is over here in Pisces in the second house. Saturn is retrograde, like Mercury is about to be. So it's moving backwards. Usually, moving forward. So when planets go retrograde, they stop. They come to a halt, which can be very, very challenging, even more challenging than the actual retrograde period itself. But so planets going forward, gonna retrograde, gonna start moving backward. It's gonna station and then move backwards. So Saturn is the Bears tonight. And then since the Texans are the away team, they're going to be represented over here by Cancer. And Cancer is ruled by the moon. And looky at that. The moon is in Cancer. So right there, I'm just like, okay, the Texans are going to win just from that. But I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. You're not excited for your team, the Packers, because he came to the Vikings. Thank you for that. But hey, you got Jordan Love. You just signed that big deal. So, you can always be a Vikings fan if you want. But I would understand why you're not. But yes, okay. The evil to the east, like I like to call them. All right. So, now, just straight away, just from looking at the rulers of each team, if I just was looking at that, I would say the Texans are winning. Okay. But I'm going to continue. So I want to look at the fifth house because that rules games and entertainment. So I'm going to look at the fifth house for both teams. So the fifth house for Chicago is right over here in Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So I'm going to look at what Venus and Saturn are doing because Saturn, again, is the planet that is ruling the Bears tonight since they're the home team. So Venus is over here in Leo, and it's in what's called an inconjunct or a quincunx. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signs away from Saturn. So that to me is not like, oh yeah, the Bears are going to win. That's not positive usually, and it's like usually more time is needed. So like for the Bears, they might need some more time to get in the rhythm. I think that goes for every team in the NFL, though, not just the Bears, but in regard to this game tonight. So also the moon is a luminary that I look at because the moon she's got to communicate with all the planets. So the moon and Venus are not doing anything. However, the moon is in good position with Saturn, actually. The moon is working towards what's called a trine to Saturn. So the moon is in a water sign and Saturn is also in a water sign. So those water signs, same element, obviously. So the moon moving towards a trine, which is the easiest communication between two planets, is what's called a trine. All right. Now it's 120 degrees away. So from that looks good for Chicago. That looks good for them with the moon building towards this trine towards Saturn. All right. Now, the other thing I'm going to look at for both teams, I'm just going to look at for Chicago right now, since we're looking at them, is the 10th house. But before we do that, I want to look at these other planets in Chicago's 5th house over here. So Mars and Jupiter are there. And Mars and Jupiter being in the 5th house of the Chicago Bears game they're squaring Saturn, and that's tension. That's not necessarily beneficial. And then for the Bears, their 10th house, which is how they're going to show out to the public tonight. Sorry, my dog's barking. I think she sees herself in either the TV or the fireplace. So that's what she's barking about, if you can hear that, or kind of like, low barking. Um, so Mars rules the Chicago Bears 10th house of how they show out tonight. Mars is in their 5th house, but again, it's squaring Saturn. So I don't necessarily like that too much for Chicago. But Scorpio is ruling the Chicago Bears 10th house up here. And Scorpio is ruled by Mars traditionally, but also a modern ruler is Pluto. Now, Pluto is in the Chicago Bears' first house over here, but not doing anything with Saturn and in a very loose trine that's not really applying anymore. It's already kind of taken place. So, right there, I don't necessarily like that for Chicago. It's like, okay. Now, let's scamper on over to the Texans and take a look at them. Oh, okay. What do you got over? Oh, nice. He's really good. I like him a lot. He is really, really, really good. And honestly, Aaron Jones still has gas in the tank, but he's reached his peak, right? I mean, I could be wrong. But yeah, AJ Dillon's very, very good. How can I get so wrong for the Bears and the Texans? What do you mean? What do you mean? All right. So now for the Texans. Again, their ruler is the moon. So, the moon being in Cancer, the moon traditionally rules the sign of Cancer. So, that right there bodes well for the Texans. The moon is also, it's not quite in the Texans' first house of their physical bodies, but it's creeping. It's creeping. Oh my gosh, Carnatic. Max, I was going to text you, actually. I was going to share this with you. Thank you so much for joining. Go Pizza Boy. He's at the Falcons now. They can have fun with that. That's so funny. Oh, you're taking Houston. Okay. No, the Bears are the home team. Yeah, no, Bears are home team. Yeah, according to the Bears, winner of 5 of their last 8 games in 2023 will be designated as the home team. So that's from profootballhof.com. Yeah, so that's all right. Oh, yay! You have the notifications turned on. That's so great. Thanks, Max. You're the best. Appreciate that. Feel like I haven't talked to you forever either, Max. Yeah, was indisposed. Also, obviously, nobody will know about this besides me and Max. But I feel like isn't that a quote from like Ever After too, like indisposed, or it's from something, but really funny. So hope you're doing well, Max. Kicking ass, taking names. I'm sure you are. All right. So back to what are we talking about? Oh yeah, Texans. So the moon ruling Cancer and the moon in Cancer for the Texans. I like that for them, but let's check out their 5th house. Again, that's how they're going to play the game. So their 5th house, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also lands in the sign of Scorpio. So we're going to look at Mars, what Mars and the moon are doing. They're not doing anything. They're in a very loose aspect. It's called a semi-sextile when planets are 30 degrees away from one another. It's good, but it's like it's weak. It's a good thing, but it's not strong. All right. Now, the moon and Pluto, which is Pluto's the co-ruler of Scorpio. The moon, again, the Texans, and Pluto not doing anything. All right. So I'm also going to look at the Texans' 10th house. That would be in the sign of Taurus here. So I'm going to look at what Venus and the moon are doing. So the moon, again, over here in Cancer, and Venus is over here in Leo. Again, they're not really doing anything. They're not really communicating with one another. So let's see here. All right. Now, another planet that we're going to look at is the sun, because the sun is also like a co-ruler for the Texans because it's in their first house, just kind of how Pluto is for the Bears. Now, the sun and Mars are actually in a sextile, so that's good because Mars, again, rules the Texans' 5th house of games. And then the sun is in the sign of Leo. The sun rules Leo. So for Texans, Houston, I should say, they have the moon being in the sign which she rules, and they have the sun being in the sign to which the sun rules. It's like the parents of the planets, basically. The sun and the moon are luminaries, but it's like mom and dad right there. So yeah, it's just like now I'm like, okay, well, there's a little bit of good and a little bit of bad for both teams. So I'm gonna go back to them and say hi to Ryan. Hey Ryan, I did have a good summer. It's kind of crazy that it's almost already done. Like, what's up with that? We just came back from this. Oh, nice. You went to the Saints game on Sunday. Did they win? And then Monday you saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Wow. Then on Monday night, WWE. Wow, you were very busy, very, very busy. I bet you had a lot of fun though. Saints games are always fun. So good to see you, Ryan. I hope you've had a wonderful summer as well. I'm sure you're ready for football season. Oh, I don't know who's on the Bears either. Besides, wait, I don't know who's on the Bears anymore. I was just about to say Justin Fields, but is he still even on the Bears? Is he still even on the Bears? I don't know either. Yes, my dude Case Keenum. Yes, and that's again, people. That's like one of the main reasons that I am watching this game is for my dude Case Keenum. I'm the ride or die for Case Keenum. I am. I always have been, and I always will be. I'm still pissed off. We don't have to put a quarter in that, but I'm still pissed off about the way that the Vikings just were like, "Oh yeah, Case, thanks for your services. You led the team to a 13-3 season, and we're part of the Minneapolis Miracle, and we were one game away from the Super Bowl. But you're not good enough to be here, so get out. And we're gonna bring in Pizza Boy, Kirk Cousins, and waste all this money on him. And what was the outcome of that? Absolutely nothing. But I'm fine. I digress. Anyways." All right. Oh yeah, that's right. He went to the Steelers. All right. There we go. It's the off season, right? But it's never the off season. Okay, so back to the chart here because I'm like, okay, what's actually going on? I'm going to look at the part of fortune too, which is an Arabic lot. That's something that you can look at as well when you don't have like a clear winner. I'm trying to see what the next aspect the moon is going to be making. Actually, I do think the next communication, when I say aspect, I basically mean how the planets are communicating with one another. Basically, the next aspect is going to be the moon trining Saturn, which Saturn rules the Bears. So, but the moon is in Cancer, and the moon rules the Texans. So could it be the Texans usurping and getting the victory by the moon trining Saturn? Okay, much to look at. And again, I'm just doing this live like a cold read here. Didn't have a lot of time to look at it. So the part of fortune is over here in the sign of Sagittarius. And the part of fortune is basically opposite Mars and Jupiter, which for the Bears, that's in the sign of the house of their game, how they're going to play the game. And then it's the part of fortune is not doing anything positive with Saturn. It's squaring Saturn, which is not positive, and Saturn again is the Bears. The part of fortune is making good harmonious aspect with the sun, which is co-ruling the Texans tonight. So that's okay for them, but it's not doing anything with the moon. Yeah, this is a little bit of a tricky one because again, there's like good and bad for both. Yeah, let's see here. And, for the Texans, their 10th house of how they're going to show out tonight in the sign of Taurus is ruled by Venus. And Venus is in Leo over here. I'm not sure at what degree. Okay, at 26 degrees and at 29 degrees, there's a fixed star Regulus. That is the most like powerful royal star in of all the fixed stars, pretty much. I mean, there's a shit ton of fixed stars, but Regulus is at 29 degrees of Leo. So if anybody has Regulus like predominant in their chart, it can be very, very powerful, very, very popular. Here's a good example, actually. And your rising sign, when I talk about a rising sign, it rules ourselves, our body. So a prominent person that has their rising sign at 29 degrees of Leo, which again is conjunct on top of the fixed star Regulus, which again is like the king queen, very powerful. Donald Trump has that. So that's an example. His rising or ascendant sign is right on 29 degrees of Leo. That's just an example that comes to mind right away. There's a bunch of other ones, but that's just the first one. I was doing a tarot card reading about Donald Trump recently too, so I was looking at his chart. But so with all of that kind of being said, other than the planets being in good position for yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans on this one. And I think if it comes back to bite me and the Bears do win, because I always like to check my work, I like to go back and check my answers. It'll be because Saturn is going to be in a trine with the moon. And again, the Saturn rules the Bears tonight. The Saturn rules the Bears tonight. So I'm going to take the Texans to win. But again, if Chicago does end up winning, I do think it will be because the moon is working towards a trine to Saturn. But it's tough. I mean, all of the charts are tough, and it's extra tough because the moon rules the Texans tonight. So who's it going to be good for? But yeah, I am going to go with the Texans on this one. As far as the points go, I'm going to have to come back to that. All right. Where did I leave off? Ryan, what do you got? I'm going to stop sharing for a second here. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. Appreciate you. The Saints got their asses whooped. They do have a wall of beer, so that was great. You also got, oh, cool. Trail King, what's that about? If you want to share or tell us. Is it going well? Are you liking it? I hope so. Yeah. All right. Caleb Williams is not playing tonight. I think Tyson Badgett, dude from Shepherd University. I do not know college sports at all. So I'm like, I rely on you all to like tell me about that. I'm just like in the dark about that. So, all right. Good to know. And how long is it? Oh my gosh, it's game time. Let me turn it on. I mean, it's on, but I'm going to bring it over here. Oh, Patrick Willis is walking out here. Let me try to drag this over. I was going to watch on my bunny ears, but I just decided to watch on Hulu. So, all right. I got that pulled up. Let me find where you all went. I got too many screens going on here. All right. So, Grandizer, what is going on? Just got home from running errands. There's always an errand to run, I swear. There's always dishes to do and errands to run. And always got to go to the grocery store. But I guess I'm glad that we are able to do all of those things, so that's good. Yeah, paying the rent, too. I hear that. Day's good. Work. I don't know what's for dinner yet. I haven't seen Kitty. I hope she's doing well. Yeah. Life's all right. I'm just, I'm glad it's Friday tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm excited. My aunt's having a birthday party this weekend. Shout out to my aunt Lisa. So she's having a birthday party, and I'm planning on attending that and going to the lake. And I took off Monday, so yay. So I'm excited about that long weekend. But yeah, thanks for asking. I hope life with you is going well, besides all of our things that we have to do. Tarot card reading, great. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I did a tarot. It's funny because I did a reading on Biden and Trump, and I did it on Saturday. Was it last Saturday? I can't remember. I did the reading on Saturday. I scheduled the reading for 1 p.m. my time on Sunday, and Biden announced him stepping down at like 12:45 on Sunday, and it was the full moon in Capricorn too. So that was just interesting timing, but it did kind of correlate with what the cards were saying as well. So yeah, I mean the cards in the sky, the stars, they never lie. It's just all about reading them right. So yeah, that's funny. So yeah, check out my other channel if you want to. I have your Kamala Harris tarot card reading still in. Oh, nice. Yay. You think you just fell out of it? Okay, I'm not familiar with the coconut tree thing. And I don't, is that what did she say that to somebody at one point in time? You just fell out of a coconut tree? I gotta look that up. I mean, I should have, but yeah, I was seeing like all this coconut stuff. I'm like, what is that? What is that? Like, I'm so like, I should pay more attention maybe, but I just am like out in left field, right field when it comes to politics and like college sports. So it's funny. Okay, what else we got? But that's awesome. Thanks, Grandizer. I appreciate you watching very much. So I'm trying to get the monetization turned back on my other channel. Angel, what do you got? Ooh, you got a close one. Yeah, actually, going back to the prediction too, because I'm taking Houston, like I said. But if the Bears do win, I think it's going to be the Saturn moon trine Saturn. But we have who shall not be spoken of, and then we got Troy Aikman. You guys, why does he who shall not be named have to infect every single broadcast across every single sporting event? Why? And when is it going to be Jade and Troy in the booth? Okay, when? Troy's looking good tonight too. He's got his coat on. He who shall not be named looks jealous of Troy. Okay. Ugh. His initials are JB. He who shall not be named. I can't stand him. That was a disgusting act. Shut it. Okay. Alrighty. But I got the Texans too. Oh, dude, you're fine. Anytime. If you watch now, later, whenever, I appreciate that. That's awesome. To see your latest. Oh, I didn't even talk about the Vikings. See what news is. If you, I did a stream on Sunday. I did talk about the Vikings there. I haven't really talked about the Vikings. Only I went off a little bit on Kirk Cousins because of Case Keenum playing tonight, but it's nothing that you haven't heard before. So, but I appreciate you watching at any point in time, even if it's just for like a second. Like, I appreciate it. So, thank you. No, too evil. You must clap. I'm clapping. Not the clapping that you want. How's it going, man? Good to see you. And you know that I'm not going to do that, but it's always makes me laugh that you ask. So ask away. And one day, and Evil, I don't think you were on the stream on Sunday, or maybe you were at some point or watched it, but did you see, I don't know what sport it was, but Iceland, when they were going down the Seine River for the opening ceremonies for the Olympics, they were doing the seal clapping. They were doing it. People, it's infected across the globe. And again, just to reiterate, I like Skoll. I'm all about that. But the clapping over the head, like, stop it. Nobody wants to do it. Zimmer didn't want to do it. Kevin O'Connell was like forced to do it. Nobody wants to do it. People, we got to stop because it's an embarrassment. We're embarrassing ourselves as Vikings fans. I don't do it. Like at the games, I haven't been to a game in a minute, but it's been a couple years, but I don't do it. Like, no, like I'll sing the song. I'll say Skoll, but I am not clapping over my head because it's stupid. I have offered alternatives, but nobody seems to want to do that. Like the horns in the air. How about that? Anything. Like, let's clap over our heads. No, not doing that. No. It's embarrassing. You must clap. Here, I'll give you Too Evil. Where is it? Here, this is for you. That's supposed to be applause. This is what I say. This is what I say to the seal clap. Boo. Ryan. Oh, they make trailers for semis. I do custodial. Oh, nice. That's good. It's all about it, because then it's not a job, right? If you like what you do, it's awesome. Yeah, it's official. It's here. I swear there's going to be a time when it's football all year long. I don't know how they're going to do it, and I don't know when it's going to be, but it's going to happen. Like, they're going to have alternative squads or something. Or they're going to turn into like kids, where kids only get like 3 months off of school. And I don't even like kids, but I feel bad for kids every freaking summer because those freaking back to school commercials are earlier and earlier. Like, pretty soon, they're going to get out of school. And then day later, like in May, they're going to have back to school. It's like, back off. The summer hasn't even started yet. I heard a back to school commercial the day after the 4th of July. What the hell? Don't take the kids' summer away like that. Don't do it. Again, I don't even like kids, but that's not fair. Okay? Used to piss me off too when I was in school. Like, okay, don't be talking about back to school. We're not even into August yet. Okay? Thanks. All right. Desperately seeking a Minnesota Vikings Super Bowl. Yes, indeed. And I did look at the Vikings chart. Oh, game time. It's happening. I could change the chart because what time is it? It's 7:11. I did the chart for 7 p.m. So, all right, here we go. It's starting. But that's so funny. Oh, maybe. Do I look more tan? Probably. I was sitting out in the sun. Yeah. Actually, well, I have a weird tan line on my foot, but I'm not trying to get on Wiki Feet or anything, so I'm not going to show you my tan line on my foot for my sandals. But yeah, I probably did get a little bit of sun. Yes. But I do like to put on a hat or slather on the sunscreen. So yeah, probably got a little bit of a tan going. I'm not as opaque as normal. So, all right, peeps, what's going on here? Okay, is this Keenum? Is he in? No, I don't think it's him. No. Is he not playing? That disappoints me. I mean, I'm not going to do the whole game. I just wanted to do a prediction. Oh, it's Mills. Where's Case Keenum? Where is he? Davis, get out of there. I mean, that's fine if he has to play. It's his 4th season. He's had 25 starts. He's 35 for 25. Yikes. 5-19-1. All right, Davis. I do like that name, Davis. Davis Mills is the quarterback for the Texans right now. Yep, happy birthday, Lisa. I'll tell her. She watches the channel sometimes. Yeah. Jade, will you do a reading on Trump's VP Vance? You see that? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Tim Walz has been everywhere. He'd be a good pick, I think. And I said this on Sunday too, that Kamala, honestly, she should just pick Taylor Swift as her VP. I mean, why not? Why not? Do it. I mean, then it would be like have it in the bag, I think, then. Because too, a lot of people in entertainment, when they've peaked, what do they do next? A lot of the time, they go into politics. So, don't mind Gigi too. She's been a little bit antsy. She just looked over here. So yeah, that's also why I'm not going to stay on like super long. So I feel like I've been just like busy all day. And in the reading that I did earlier today for Simone Biles that I haven't posted yet, I had to pause like twice she was being naughty and she got a timeout. So dogs will be dogs though. But yeah, I might do that. That might be one. Actually, I should write that down. I'm going to write that down in my tarot notebook. Grandizer. Thank you. I will write it down in the suggestions because I am always taking suggestions. A lot of people have a lot of suggestions, which is good. But it's like, oh man, I got to find time to do that. But I don't really know about, what's his first name? Is it JD or something? Is that his name? But yeah, Tim Walz has been everywhere. Timmy. I think he would do well. I mean, I think he's done a pretty good job as governor of Minnesota, in my personal opinion. We're playing the Vikings this year, and twice. You should be scared. Actually, I think the Vikings should be scared. We'll see what happens though. Look up the coconut tree video. It came out a year ago. Pretty funny. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up now as I scroll through. Okay. Seriously, computer. What is it? I'll just look up coconut tree. Oh, coconut tree Kamala. Watch Kamala Harris viral coconut tree remarks. Okay. Let me react to this. Gotta watch this stupid ad first. Hold on. So this was from, oh, this was 9 days ago, but it's apparently from CBS News. So I'm gonna wait for the ad to play and then I'll watch it. Oh no! Can I do a reading on a box of rocks? I already did a reading on her. I mean, yeah. And when I do the tarot reading too, because I got some comments on this, like I just say what the energy of the cards give off. Like I just like when I do the planetary pregame and when I do the predictions with astrology, like I just try to stay as objective as possible because with astrology and with tarot too, but more so with astrology, it is what it is. Like, and if I let my personal opinions get in the way, it can hinder actually reading the chart and reading the cards properly too. Having your own bias, of course, that's going to change things. So when I do the readings, I stay as objective as possible, and I just say what the cards say. I just translate that. So everybody's got their own opinion. Remember when pet rocks were really popular, though? Whoever thought of the pet rock? I mean, seriously. That just goes to show that you can like monetize and make a business out of anything. So we'll stay plugged in. I have to see your Sunday, but oh, yeah. I mean, check it out. But yeah, you have to stay plugged in, everybody, Grandizer. You're the straw that stirs the drink. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so nice. I really do. I watch my own too and like leave them on. So I get the time. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice. Um No, I like it. It makes me laugh, but I'm always going to say the same thing. All right, let's watch this coconut thing. Coconut vid. All right, I'm going to share it and then we'll go back to the Hall of Fame game. All right. What's going on here? It's 1 minute and 50 seconds.
But it's also about what is the culture of the environment? How are we approaching this issue in a way that we also understand we cannot support and help our young people if we also don't also look at the context in which those young people live and are being raised, which means necessarily, because our edict and our mission is not to come out and say, well, we could do this better. Part of the extension of the work you will do is
Can I just say, before I continue too, I feel as if her wardrobe is like matching the curtains back here. Like that's the first thing my eye went to, but we're not looking at that. But anyway, I feel like she could Homer Simpson right into the curtains and you wouldn't even like with her jacket being the same color as this curtain right here. Maybe it was planned.
Focused on our young leaders and our young people, but understanding we also then have to be clear about the needs of their parents and their grandparents and their teachers and their communities. Because none of us just live in a silo.
Like waiting for the moment.
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yeah.
You exist in the context.
Oh, okay.
Of all in which you live and what came before you.
I want to start saying that. That's funny.
So all of this is part of the work.
Is there any more?
Extraordinary leaders who will help inform and advise how we think about our
really, it's her mom that said that, right?
Our work. And like the secretary said, give us feedback.
I think that's it, right? Did you just fall out of a coconut tree? Well, it kind of reminds me of well, were you born in a barn? Like that whole thing a little bit. Coconuts. I remember school ending at the end of May, like the 3rd or 4th week of May, and starting out at the last. Yeah, I know. And for kids too, I always feel like school should start after Labor Day, but that's just because when I went to school, we started after Labor Day. But like my cousins too, I remember they would start school before. It'd be like August and, be visiting or whatever. And they'd be like, yeah, we have to start school next week. And I was like, what? No, ew. But then they got done earlier. So That was a kicker to that. All right. I like it if I may say getting the vitamin D. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So I'm not as like, I don't blend in with a sheet. Oh, we got two evils. Opinion here. Political opinion. I mean, everybody's got the right to their own opinion. Yeah, whatever. Whatever you want to do. Everybody gets the right to vote. Vote for who you want. Oh gosh, no. I don't want that pressure. No. I know. You guys, I'm a little disappointed. Oh, the Texans just scored. All right. Touchdown. Good job, Davis. Should have been Case Keenum, but that's okay. You know what? Case Keenum has to rest. He might be needed in the season. So he has proven before that when he has to step up, he is able to do so. Just like he did with the Minnesota Vikings, but they were like, oh, actually, you're still not good enough. So, shoo, get out of here. We're going to bring in Pizza Boy to do absolutely nothing but take our money. And I spent 6 years saying the same thing over and over and over again. We're never going to get to a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins under center. He has a ceiling. Blah, 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 blah. People be like, Jade, you're too negative. You're so mean. Blah, blah, blah. And now, here we are. Okay. Just saying. Possibly. But if it would be a step up in her career, then you never know. Because I do feel like she is she's a controller. Yeah, she's, like her and her whole team, it is like a whole orchestrated thing. And I mean, it's been very, very successful for her. But yeah, I don't know, you could have a point there. Might not want to share the spotlight. Yeah. The Dog Days of Summer. That's a good song by Florence and the Machine, too. If you've not heard that. It's called Dog Days Are Over. That's a good song. Yeah. Jade Vance. Yeah, that sounds right. Oh no. Come on now. Let's not get too political. Like, cause people, I mean, everybody's gonna have their own opinion on anything. And like, well, I just said let's not get political, and then I'm like, I mean, if you think about it, really, like, why do we have to have any single person running any country? Like, why? Why? Why can't we all just be? Because we can't be? Because, I don't know. Like, why do we have to be controlled and told what to do? Why can't we all just exist? But it's deeper than that. But yeah, I don't know. And two, there's this psychic that I watched too, and I'm a fan of hers. Her name is Sloan Bella, and she has a channel here on YouTube too. I really like her stuff a lot, and she has said she's gotten a lot of her like predictions and stuff like right on the money. So go check out her channel if you're interested. I really enjoy her. But yeah, shout out to Sloan. But she has said that she doesn't really like sense or like feel like an actual election. Like she doesn't, because people have like asked her like what her opinion is of like who she thinks is going to win. And she just says that she doesn't like even feel like an election like at all, which that's interesting. All right. And I talked about this already on Sunday, so I don't have to go like too deep in the weeds here, but when Uranus, the planet of disruption and upheaval and unpredictability, when it moves into Gemini in, I think it's early 2025, the last times that Uranus has been in Gemini has been when there was the French Revolution, I believe the Civil War, and there was a couple other like major like wars during when Uranus has been in Gemini. So I don't know. I mean, whatever's gonna be will be. So anywho, I have to send you a creepy dolls video, Paranormal Nightmare TV, aka the Foreman Bros. Their vids, as you know, Fear Factor. Creepy dolls. And God, I feel like I just saw a doll somewhere. Maybe it was something else. I feel like what did I have recently that happened? I don't remember. If I don't remember, obviously it wasn't that important. No, no, that's too much pressure. Oh, wait, yeah, me and JJ. Maybe it will be JJ actually. I could see him like running the show. Yeah, that's funny. We'll have to tell him that. Jade people on YouTube streams are making bank doing tarot. I do. I have another channel. It's got more subscribers than this one does, and it's called Tarot with Jade. So if you want to check it out, I do tarot card readings over there. But yes, they do. They make bank. I'm trying to get I had the monetization turned on for my other channel. But it was like 2 years. I was on like a hiatus over there. So it got turned off. So I'm trying to get it turned back on. So if anybody wants to go over there and just like play my videos and help me out, help your girl out, that'd be great. But yeah, so, and I really, yeah, I enjoy doing them. And, astrology and tarot, they don't, they're both separate entities, but oftentimes they like reflect one another. So yeah. And I like doing the readings a lot. So yes, go check it out. Says so many. Well, isn't that everybody? I feel like that's literally like everybody, and a lot of people in politics. And you know who else does that too? Pizza Boy. He's really good at that. And I used to say too, and I still heavily believe this. He would be really good as like a motivational speaker or in politics, just because he's got that vibe about him. I mean, just look what he did with Minnesota. He didn't do a damn thing, and how much money he got, and how many fans, and just like the energy too, because it's really all about the energy as well with everything too. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, so it's just about moving the energy around. So I feel like a lot of people are just word vomiting and word salading. Born in a barn. Yes, it was so out of the blue when she said. Yeah, I guess that would correlate with what Too Evil was saying there. Just like saying random shit. But I feel like I say random shit all the time. And I mean, yeah, like, and to all of these people, like celebrities and like people in power and stuff, like at the end of the day, they're just people too that like word vomit and prepare their own word salads all the time anyway. I mean, obviously there are those in the public eye that are better at public speaking than others, but at the end of the day, nobody knows what's going on. Okay, everybody's just trying to figure it out. If you're 65 or 25, same diff, whatever. That's the key. I really wish I would have known that a lot sooner when I was younger, that like even older people, they don't know what's going on either. Nobody knows what's going on, you know? Nobody knows. Oh, really? She starts before Labor Day? Oh, that's a bummer. But I mean, that's fine. Then she'll get done sooner. And my cousins too, we were they were in the Dakotas as well. So I feel like always started earlier. But yeah, hey, he threw a touchdown in the Hall of Fame game. So there you go. All right. Oh man, everybody dropped off. It's like too much political talk over here or what? There's a reason for summer school. Yeah, that's true. Did you ever have to go to summer? No, I did not have to go to summer school. Honestly, that I didn't. I was, as an adult, like I really, really enjoy learning. Like I don't not like learning, but I did not like school. I was just like ready to like get done with like junior high and high school. I'm like, can we just get this done? Okay. But yeah, no, I never had to go to summer school. That honestly, I was always scared of that because I didn't want to have like my break be interrupted with having to go to school. But yeah, and yeah, a lot of people did have to go to summer school, and it's there for a reason. You went for math, it was a waste. Yeah, exactly. Teacher and nobody wanted to be there. And I feel like for teachers too, like they're just like, oh shit, I got summer school. Damn it. Excuse me. Anyway. That's so funny. It's just me and you, Grand. All right. Oh, nice. Sloan. Well, it's almost 7:30 too. I was gonna pop off at 7:30 anyway, so it's perfect timing. Somebody else must have started streaming. So nice. Oh, you shared Sloan's channel? Yep, there she is. That's great. Yeah, I like watching her. And there's my other channel. So hopefully people can see that later. Saying random, saying like when I said Jade finds tinsel distracting. I know, that's funny. Yeah. Any sort of Seinfeld reference cracks me up. And I swear, you can make a Seinfeld reference out of anything and everything. So find tinsel distracting. All right. Well, we got a couple people in here. I mean, it's all good. Whoever wants to watch can watch, obviously. I don't know who the quarterback for the Bears is. Let me check it out here. They're showing him right now. It looks like Trevor Lawrence, but it's not Trevor Lawrence. Okay. Well, now are they having to punt? Okay, Chicago has to punt now. It's 4th and 6. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Texans are up 7-0. I don't know who their quarterback is, though. That's a really good question. They literally just had him standing there, and I was waiting for his jersey to turn around, and now they have to punt. Sit. Oh, yes, of course. I thought you'd ask about that. I actually moved Gumby, too. Did you notice that I moved Gumby? He used to be down here, and now he's up here. Actually, because this is one of I usually keep like all my cards and stuff, but this is one of my favorite birthday cards. It's a Capricorn card, and I have a ceiling fan. So when the card was up here, it was always blowing, so I switched them. So now Gumby's by Randy. All right, Gumby's here to save the day. Woo! There we go. And I think Gumby is sweating bullets because he's got not only his little sweater on, but also his like cape. So I think he's probably sweating. Gumby's sweating. He's like, Jade, get this knitting off of me, please. I don't need it right now. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you're Gumby. You're a little green slab of clay. All right. You should see what Gumby can do today. He can walk in any book with his pony pal, Pokey, too. If you've got a heart, then Gumby's a part of you, too. Do. Gumby. I swear, too, Gumby's the most popular. Everybody's here for Gumby. I'm going to see my cousin. One of my cousins gave me this, too. I might see her this weekend, too, at my aunt's birthday party. So I'm going to have to tell her. And I've told her, too, in the past. And she's like, everybody loves Gumby. And I'm like, yeah. She got it for me as a joke because when we were kids, I would always F up the song, the Gumby song. She'd be like, no, that's not how it goes. Gumby. Alrighty. Hey, Mars, what's going on? Always good to see you. How you doing? Oh, too, thank you for checking out my other channel as well in your comments. I saw that you replied. I have to get back on there and reply to the replies. But yes, thank you. All right, we'll put Gumby back over here. Let me scoot on back over. My dog is like, oh, are you done? Are you going to pay attention to me now? I feel like I've been neglecting her a little bit. Not on purpose, but I was just working, then did my reading. But she had like an hour of ball time this afternoon being in the baseball park, so letting her run around. She's so fast. All right. I have a very good friend that I knew since kindergarten. She went to summer school in high school. Oh, really? Just to graduate? Oh, okay. That's cool. I mean, yeah, if you want to do that. I kind of feel like that's similar to taking like college classes in high school, which I'm glad that I was able to do that too. Like my senior year, I took 2 college classes when I was in high school, and those classes got done sooner than all of my other classes did. Like those classes got done in like, I think like late April or something like that, or like early May. And I graduated like in early June. So when I was a senior in high school and those were done, I basically had like a 4-hour long lunch. Like I would go to school, go to classes in the morning until like 11:30. I had band, and band after band got done at, I think it was like 12:20, or like noon or something. So then band was my last class. And then I had like a 4-hour long break or 3 hours. And I only had to go back to school for gym and study hall. It was so awesome. I used to like go home, like take a nap or do whatever, cruise around with some of my other friends, like when, because maybe it was like a 3 hour break, but it was so nice. And then I didn't have to do those classes in college either. So yeah. Um, Mark, you think it's wrong? Yeah, it might be. It might be. We can't trust the counter, but that's okay. You know, whoever's here, I appreciate you watching. And whether it's like me and somebody else or like me and thousands of other people, appreciate y'all. Yeah. Yes, actually, I did. If you do go back and watch, I did touch on that. So, yes, I am going to be going back to that. And I talked a little bit about that today and Sunday. So, yeah, that's the plan. Still going to be doing the planetary pre-games, but I do plan on doing the play-by-play for the Vikings again. So, we'll see how that goes. Yes, yes. Who is your Vikings rookie darling for you this year? A player that you really like, his backstory, and I don't know yet. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to like wait and see what's happening. I mean, obviously, John is like the big one. I'm calling him John. Okay, I am. That's JJ McCarthy. I'm calling him John, and whatever, because his first name is Jonathan. So everybody's like all hyped on Jonathan right now, but I don't know. I feel like I want to watch a little bit more and listen a little bit more. I have been on like a little bit of like I mean, I'm always like got my ear to like what's going on in Vikings land, but you know, I've been a little bit, you know, taking a step back a little bit because I've been doing my other channel and stuff. So I have to see. But I will say I am bummed out. He's not a rookie, but I am bummed out about Mekhi Blackman because I thought he was like on the greatest trajectory, and now he's going to be out for the season. So that's such a bummer. Ugh. But I'll get back to you. Ask me on the next one. Yes, you're welcome. Anytime, anytime. Um, who's Tyler? Tyler Manio di Arizona? I think maybe this year's darling for me. I call him darling because it's the fan favorite we all have for whatever reason. No, I like that. Yeah, the darling. Mm-hmm. Okay. Damn it. All right. I thought Chicago. Oh, Davis. He almost threw an interception. Okay. There's 29 seconds in the first quarter. It's still 7-0. Texans are up. Davis Mills is the quarterback for Houston, and he almost like threw it to pretty much almost threw it to the Bears corner there, Jones. All right, it's gonna be 2nd and 10 now for Texans for the Texans. Yeah, I like that. The Darlings. All joking aside, you going to give us a live stream when you? Oh, I have mentioned the state fair before, and let me just briefly talk about it again now. I'm born and raised here in Minnesota. I've never been to the Minnesota State Fair. I refuse to go to the Minnesota State Fair. Nothing against anybody that goes to the state fair. You have fun, you enjoy, you do your thing. I'm not going, not doing it. No. And it's kind of died down now, but there was some years there where every year, like clockwork, my friends would try to drag me to the state fair, try to get me to the state fair. It was like a good like 4 or 5 years there every year. Be like, oh, like no, I'm not gonna have fun. You're not gonna want me there because I'm not gonna be pleasant. But to everybody that goes to the state fair, they love it, they enjoy it, enjoy, have fun. And at this point, I think the only way that I would get out there is like if there was like a musical act that I like had to see, and I don't even know who that would be. Maybe like the Rolling Stones or Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, but I don't think that's ever going to happen out there. But you know who's playing tonight in, gosh, where are they? I think they're in St. Cloud. Melissa Etheridge and Jewel. Okay. I was always a huge fan of Jewel. Had a couple Jewel CDs, Pieces of Me, right? Is that one of her songs? Yeah, Pieces of Me. Or am I thinking, no, that's stupid. Ashley Simpson, isn't it? But didn't Jewel have a Pieces of Me song? I swear she did. Who Will Save Your Soul? But yeah, love me some Jewel. All right. Still like Jewel. But yeah, no, I'm not going to be there. But if I did go, I would definitely have to document it, to Grandizer's point. Oh, thanks, Angel. I appreciate that. Thumbs up back at you. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Also, you follow, I do. Yeah. One sport has to take a break so that you give your respective attention to the Twins, and before that, the Timberwolves. Yeah, I'm just a Minnesota sports fan all around. Like, I always want the Minnesota sports teams to do well, but I would say the ones that I pay the least attention to are the Wild and the Twins. Just because, I mean, growing up, I was like obsessed with the Timberwolves, especially when I played basketball. Oh my gosh, I got some pictures given to me from memory lane of when I played basketball back in the day, and yeah, it was crazy. And this team too, we won the state championship. We were amazing. So yeah, but yeah, the Twins too. Man, they just lost the other night. It was like I'm pretty sure they lost like 15-2 or something. I mean, I could be wrong, but and two, when back in the day when I was in high school, that's when like Justin Morneau and like Joe Mauer and like Doug Minkiewicz, like they were like the Twins, like they were good. So we're waiting, but in due time. Yeah. And it's just like people get on the pole ads who own the Twins about not spending money, and it's just like, okay, well, I don't know. It's like they make these strides too, and then always just kind of like, especially with the Twins, like usually around like the fall, they'll start kind of doing well, and they'll get everybody's hopes up like there's going to be a postseason, and then if they make it to the postseason, they just shit the bed right away. Like last year with the Yankees. I don't think they won a single game. I'm pretty sure that was last year, but I could be wrong. But yes. Um yeah, I was wondering if you went to I don't. Yeah, it's just I think too for a lot of people, they grew up like going to the state fair and stuff like that. So it's very, it's like a tradition for them or like nostalgia or whatever, but yeah, I mean, we never went. Yeah. I used to go to the Renaissance Festival when I was younger, and then I worked at the Renaissance Festival for like 6 seasons. So that's the same time as the state fair too, is the Renaissance Festival. So I had to choose, go to the Renaissance Festival. But the Renaissance Festival lasts 7 weekends, where the state fair is only like, what is it, like a week? Or is it 10 days or something like that? I don't even know. When is it again, Grandizer, you said? Yeah, it's 10 days, right? Yep. Okay, there we go. Or is it 11 days? Math is hard. I think it's 11 days. Yeah, it's 11 days. That's funny. Um, Pieces of You. Yes, that's what it is. I'm like, there's pieces of something. Pieces of Me. That was like an Ashley Simpson album. But yes, Pieces of You. Yes, I loved Jewel. Loved her. Had her playing in my Walkman. Yeah. I'm still a Jewel fan. I'll support. And rumor had it, I don't know if she still is, but she was allegedly, rumor had it that she was dating Kevin Costner, Jewel. So, yeah, and she's playing in Minnesota tonight with Melissa Etheridge. So, too bad. Oh, and you know what else is this weekend too in Minneapolis? It's the Basilica Block Party. So I think, man, who's going to be playing that? I think the Goo Goo Dolls, and I think the Counting Crows. There's a couple other ones too, but yeah, Basilica Block Party. That's this weekend, but I won't be in the city. But anywho. Too bad we don't have footage of when Jade played basketball, Princess of the Three-Point Shot, with the wicked crossover dribble. That's so funny. Yeah, there's probably some video of me back in the day. I know there's video of me playing softball, because I played softball for many years too. I played volleyball for a couple of years too, but I didn't start volleyball until I was like in 7th grade. So I was like way behind everybody. But I really liked volleyball, but I was not very good at it. But yeah. And then now I play some pickleball. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, basketball. Oh man. Basketball was life for a while. I used to work the grounds I've been to the Arizona Renaissance Festival, actually. I've been there. And I had fun. I liked it. And there's a lot of people that work the circuit, that just do Renaissance festivals. So it was cool to see other performers that were at Arizona that Minnesota, they don't come to Minnesota. And then it was also cool to see some of the same people from Minnesota that were then down in Arizona. And Gosh, when did I go to the Arizona Renaissance Festival? I think that was like 15 years ago, I want to say. I went to the Arizona Renaissance Festival. Maybe not that long. Maybe like, yeah, 10 to 15 years ago, something like that. Anyway, I had fun there. Yeah. You get a huge act, random come there out of the blue. Yeah. It is a good place for a concert. And there's a lot of really, really talented people that work at the Renaissance festivals. Just like with the circus stuff, with like acrobatics, with juggling, musicians, like storytellers, and street performing is basically just like doing improv all day long too. And for people to stay in character all day long, I mean, that's a feat in itself too. And like you can tell who's really, really, really good at it as well. They definitely stand out. So I wanted to send you a long email on the life of Shannon Doherty. Oh, yeah. Oh, RIP to Shannon Doherty. Yeah. RIP. It is sad. Yeah, it's the Basilica Block Party, it usually gets like huge acts, and I think it was on hiatus for a couple of years. It's like a huge thing here in Minneapolis in the summer. So yeah. Anyway, it's back now and it's this weekend. So I don't know who else is playing though. I forget. Google Dolls, are they from Arizona? I like the Google Dolls. I like some Google Dolls. Hey William, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for sliding on through. How you doing? How you been? Football's back. And speaking of football, what do we even got going on? I have the game on. Oh, people, it's 10-0. All right, Texans 10-0. I did have the Texans winning. Okay, I didn't do a score. I should have done a score. Yeah, it was good to see William up in here. The Ren Fair, it is very, very popular. It's not as popular as the Minnesota Renaissance Festival, actually. I mean, when I was working out there, it's been 10 years this year since I've worked at the Renaissance Festival. My last year was 2014. But yeah, that's crazy. And the Arizona one is very, very big. I think Minnesota is the biggest, like size wise, of the actual like festival. And then I think there's one in Texas. Scarborough? No. The one in Texas is also really big. I think those are like the biggest ones are Minnesota, Arizona, and then there's one in Texas. But yeah, it's been a few years since I've checked my facts on the Renaissance Festival. But anywho's, oh man, it's almost 8 peeps. I think I gotta go. I think Billy Idol came to the state fair in the 80s. People were storming to, oh, for sure. That'd be fun. And I will say the Minnesota State Fair does get a lot of big acts. Like, I think Fleetwood Mac was there last year. And, God, was Outkast there? Or, yeah, they get some big acts. I don't know who's playing the State Fair this year. Because, like, people, I could go off on the State Fair about how I, like, literally don't give a shit about it. And everybody let me just correct myself. The majority of people here are obsessed with it. And again, to each their own. Like, to each their own. You go enjoy, peeps. And you know what? I can enjoy by not going because it's not my thing. It's just like the fact that like you can't move around. There's probably like somebody with a stroller that might run into you, and just like, ugh. And I know that they have a lot of vegan stuff now. But like before, it's just like, okay, I don't think they have a lot of vegan stuff out there. So I don't need to go out there and pay however much it is for corn on the cob. Also, not to mention the clusterfuck of getting out there, and you got to pay to get in there too. No. That's part of my reasons why I'm not going. All right, here we go. State Fair people. Musical acts. We got Becky G with Los Aptos. Chance the Rapper. Nate Bargatze, he's a comedian. Oh, everybody. All right, everybody, calm down now. Blake Shelton's going to be here with Emily Ann Roberts. Oh, okay. So Happy Together featuring the Turtles, Jay and the Americans, the Association, Badfinger, the Vogues, and Cowsills. All right, there's that. Okay, see, this is the best one I've seen yet so far. Ludacris and T-Pain Obstructed seats are available. Okay. All right. So Ludacris and T-Pain, those are probably, in my opinion, the best ones so far. John Party with special guests Mackenzie Porter. I don't know who they are. Oh, we got Motley Crue. Woo! Yeah, they're all right. Oh, everybody, get ready to slide. Or wait, that's Goo Goo Dolls. Didn't Matchbox 20 have a song called Slide? But Matchbox 20 is coming, everybody, with special guest Beauty School Dropout. And then you're not going to want to miss Saturday, August 31st, because Steven Sanchez is going to be there at 7 p.m. I don't know who that is. Ooh, Sunday, September 1st. Actually, I would probably go watch this, like, of all of the things. Minnesota State Fair Amateur Talent Contest Finals. They're free. That would be kind of interesting. Oh, all right, here's the big one. They left the biggest for last. Everybody hold on to your butts, because Monday, September 2nd, 2024 at 3 p.m., none other than Kids Bop Live. What? That'll actually probably be popping. Kids Bop. I love that. I didn't even know they did live shit. That is hilarious. That's good. Well, glad to hear it. Yeah. I know. Isn't that nuts? And we're in August already. What? It's crazy. And a little over a month from now, it's official. Goo Goo Dolls are from New York. Oh, Gin Blossoms. I like that name too, Gin Blossoms. I don't know. You could have just told me Arizona. I wouldn't have known. I would have believed you. No, there is no medieval times here. I'm familiar with medieval times. I've never gone to medieval times, but no. I think probably because we have the Renaissance Festival, so they're like, we don't need medieval times. But yeah, but they have the jousting and stuff. I mean, a lot of that too reminds me of what's called, like, Minnesota does what's called the Feast of Fantasy. So it's like a multi-course meal, and then you get entertainment as well. You don't get jousting because it's in like a hall, like, building, but the Minnesota Renaissance Festival does have jousting. Yeah, the jousting is very popular. But yeah, but the Feast of Fantasy reminds me of like what medieval times would be, because that's just like a special thing that the Minnesota Renaissance Festival does, is the Feast of Fantasy. So. And I was part of one of the acts. I was in one of the acts that would perform at the Feast of Fantasy. So that was really, really fun. That was really cool, because you'd get to like perform in the middle of people eating and stuff. So yeah, I was in like a comedy troupe, and we did insults. So it's called vilification tennis. Actually, that's what while we're talking about it, I'll just show you all. But this is actually my Renaissance Festival mug. Put your water in there. Put your beverage in there. I got some pins in here. Oh my gosh, and my old iPod. People, it's like opening up a time capsule. Look at my iPod Nano. I wonder if this thing charges. I'm going to try to charge this thing. I forgot it was in there. Oh, and then I have this button in here. I don't know why that's hiding. I'm going to take that out. And then, this belt buckle. I think I bought this at a thrift store. Kenny Rogers. Just for funsies. So funny. Oh, and then actually, here's a Renaissance Festival token. Check it out. This is your money out there. Your pence. There we go. And then, yeah, here's my mug. And this was my specialized mug because like I said, I did vilification tennis. So, there it is. Yep. And then on the handle, you could get it personalized. So, those are my initials. Yeah, this mug's really cool, isn't it? I believe he is no longer with us that started it, but his family, I believe, still does it. But Levine Leather is what made this mug. So, yeah. Anyway, I just got something that probably a piece of dust that literally just flew in my eye. So, and then this used to stay in here tightly, and then you would hook this on your belt. Okay, my dog is literally freaking out about this mug. She saw me holding this mug. Jade, it's okay. It's okay. She's like, Can you guys hear her growling at the mug? That is so funny. It reminds me of a ninja blender too. And I had to teach her to not be scared of that. And even now, if I go to grab like one part of the blender, she'll be like, anyway, I think I am going to pop off though soon, you guys, just because she's like getting really, really antsy. And yeah. The Cowsills, that 1960 song Hair, give me some of that hair. Long, beautiful hair. Okay, I've never heard that song. And maybe I have heard it, I just don't know. Motley Crue, yeah. Oh, I think all of them are probably gonna be popping. And I feel like some of these, like when it says obstructed seats available, that would lead me to believe that all the other seats are sold out. Oh, and they have a party deck too. So you can either get like a regular seat like the plebs get, or you could pay more and be on the party deck, whatever that is. So did I not read the rest of that? They still rock from what I was told. They still got it. Shout at the devil. Yeah. I like some Motley Crue. Mm-hmm. Now she's just staring at the mug. She's right over here. Okay. Now she's like walking away. Yeah, it is a cool mug. Mm-hmm. I enjoy that mug a lot. That's just kind of why it's on like display now, but it's kind of like hidden in the corner. But yeah, that's my mug over there. I used to keep change in it as well. Yeah, I know. I always, because I'll open up that mug every now and again, and I knew it was in there, but I totally forgot it was in there. Yes. Oh, and my iPod, it has a name. Her name is Aunt Mabel. That's my iPod's name. Oh my gosh, the Bears scored, you guys. It's 10-7. All right. But yeah, this is Aunt Mabel, because when I was setting up this iPod and got the iPod, I was eating Aunt Mabel's salsa at the time. So that's how she got her name, Aunt Mabel. Blast from the Past. That's a really good film. An underrated film, in my opinion. It doesn't get enough love. But yeah, it is a blast from the past. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could get out my Renaissance Festival costume. And I mean, what if man, where is that? I think it's in storage. I was like, I could wear that for a stream. I don't know if it would fit anymore, though. To be honest, I mean, I think it would fit. It probably just wouldn't fit properly. Yeah, I should try to do that just for funsies. I had like the whole thing, hat. I should try to find. I had a trading card too. I mean, when I did vilification tennis, we all had our own trading card. I wonder if it's in here. Oh man, where is my trading card? I should try to find that. Oh, look at this. Speaking of, okay, Arizona Renaissance Festival. Look at that. I went to the Arizona Renaissance Festival in 2011. So when I said 10 to 15 years, that is so funny. Out of all of these tickets too that I have in here, my finger went to that one. Okay. It was bound to happen. And I know that I've gone through some of these tickets with you all before, but yeah, that's when I went, 2011. All right, there we go. Because I keep my tickets and my movie stubs and all of that stuff. Oh, yeah. I don't think I showed this. Maybe I did. Here's my autograph, my personalized autograph from Pete Wentz, formerly of Fall Out Boy. Yeah. This was from 2006. Anyway, this used to be my prized possession for a while because I had a huge crush on Pete Wentz. All right. Okie doke. Alrighty. I will have a good night. You too. You too. Yes, we will do all the things. Tomorrow's Friday, everybody, for people that work the Monday through Friday gig. Creepy dolphins. I can't wait. But yeah, send them on over if you want. Oh, no, it's all good. I'm doing the outro now. Yeah. 10 to 7 people, 6:51 left, I believe, in the is it second quarter? They take it away right when I want to look at it, like right when I actually want to pay attention, they take it away. All right, fine. Okay. So, yeah, that was in 2011. Yeah. You were living in Glendale at the time. You dated a teacher at the time. We may have went there. She loved that. What if we crossed paths and didn't even know it? Isn't that nuts? We could have. Um, you saw a girl working in a grocery? What do you mean? What? What do you mean? Oh, I'm like, you saw a woman working in the grocery, cosplaying with pointed ears. Yeah. Yeah. And I think some people, like, I used to sometimes, I, for the majority, when I worked at the Renaissance Festival, I ended up camping there. So I didn't really like leave, you just stayed overnight there and stuff. But before I did, yeah, I used to go into like the gas station and the store, like in my Renaissance Festival costume. Yeah. I didn't do the pointed ears though. That was not my thing, but I was just like a peasant person. Oh, yeah. Fond memories of surgery. Well, at least you made it out, right? So there's that. All right, everybody. It's been almost an hour and a half. It's 8 o'clock, 8:01 Central Time. And my dog's staring at me like, are you ever going to get up out of that seat? Now she's starting to come over here. She's looking out the window. So I think it's time to go for a little jaunt outside. And then, yeah, that's it. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Always appreciate you guys. Yeah, and check out my other channel if you'd like, Tarot with Jade. I do hope to have, I don't know if I'll get to the Simone Biles reading, posting that tonight, but look out for that on my other channel. And then for this channel, I will be back next week. So appreciate everybody once again. And yeah, I think I got everybody's stuff. Once again, everybody, stay cool. And then just a reminder, I didn't do points. I should have done the points, and I'm kind of upset about it, but that's okay. I have the Texans winning tonight, but I will circle back to this on the next one because I always like to check my work to see if I was right or wrong. So, all right, everybody. I will just get to grandizers here. I appreciate you saying that. That is very, very nice. Yes, yes. Please do all those things if you'd like. That'd be great. All right, everybody. Thanks, Mars. I will see you later, and hopefully I'll get back to your other comments soon. But again, thanks for watching. Appreciate that. And yeah, everybody take care. Be cool. Stay cool. All that good stuff. Thanks again for sharing my channel. There it be. All right, everybody.